Hi, and welcome to Stamp with Ginny. Today I'm going to share with you how I stamped this great little card using the Dragonfly Garden bundle from the 2021 mini catalog. So let me set this aside and I'll show you how we got started. We're going to start with the stamping on this project, so we're going to bring in the smaller Whisper White panel and our bumblebee along with this dragonfly that has the clear body. I'm going to stamp in the upper right hand corner, and then I'm going to turn it around and stamp it in the lower left-hand corner. And at the same time I've got my dragonfly here, I'm going to stamp one of them onto my Whisper White scrap piece of cardstock. There we go. Now I'm going to bring back this panel again, and I am going to stamp my sentiment. The sentiment, "Thank you for your kindness," and I'm going to put this right in the bottom, not worrying about that dragonfly that I've already stamped in bumblebee. It'll show just lovely, as you can see. Okay, now that I have that done, I'm going to bring in my card base. I'm going to fold this in half so that I only get it on my card front. And I'm going to bring in this dragonfly bunch image. And I'm going to stamp this randomly onto my card front, all over it. I am leaving them all fluttering in the same direction, so I'm not twisting this much, but you'll see how that's okay once we get it assembled, because not all of this will show. Now that I've got that done, I'm ready to adhere my panel to the card front of bumblebee, and I am going to simply take some of the adhesive and set that down. I'm putting this about, 1 inch and a half from the bottom and adhering, and then I'm going to bring in these pieces of cardstock, and I can set these where I'd like them. I think I'm going to go from dark to lightest along the bumblebee panel. So little adhesive. I like to start at the top here because that way I can adjust my margins. So I've got my top strip here showing, and that allows me to make sure that I put the same amount of bumblebee showing on the bottom. There we go. It's about 1/4 inch, and I want to make sure I'm doing that straight. And then for the final piece, I know that I want to divide that center space in half. So I'm going to set that down and lay it in place. Okay, now for my panel, I'm going to pop this up. Remove the backings, and I'm going to adhere that in place right over the top of those Designer Series paper strips. Now that I've got that done, I'm ready to punch out my dragonfly here that I stamped onto that piece of Whisper White. Lining it up in my punch. And punching. And then I can add some dimensionals to the back. I'm going to add one on each side of the wing. Remove those paper backings. And I can pop this up right here where I'd like it above my sentiment. There we go. And now for these cute little ladybugs that come in the suite of products. They are just adorable. I hope you can see them. And they're metal, so you can take your blends and color them. I need my mini glue dots for this, so I'm going to pick one up at a time. And I'm going to press that onto my mini glue dot, and then I'm going to add that to my card front. Going to reveal another mini glue dot and put him on there again. And of course, if you've got your take your pick tool handy, you can use that also to pick these little guys up. They are tiny. And let's see, I'm going to turn this one back towards the card front. Isn't that adorable? These little ladybugs are sure to be a lot of fun to use. And now that I have my card front done, I am going to take my inside panel and add a pop of color. So I'm going to take that dragonfly again and pop him in the bottom corner. At this point, I can stamp my sentiment, or I can just set it inside so that I have it ready for when I'm needing it to send somebody. So there you go, another card in our Mix It Up series using the Dragonfly Garden bundle of products from the mini catalog. If you'd like any of these products, feel free to stop by my online store. You can get there from my blog, Stamp with Jini. Thanks for joining me.